Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. I believe we're on episode 362. I might be off by one. Today was my monthly for my card making channel. I had to work on that today. So that's processing. I want to get this colored today. I missed yesterday. Had a big meeting yesterday, got that all done. So today we are working on the third row of images. It is Black Widow. It took me a bit longer to find my colors, of course. There's just the Black Widow. I would not call these beginner pencils at all. They are fun and challenging, but definitely not for beginners to be working with, in my opinion. We've got Mellow Yellow, DG 131. I will talk and color at the same time. I might need my glasses now after today. It's quite late. I think this is going to be one of our coldest nights of the year. It's going to be 36, I believe. 36 degrees. Burr cold. I am down here in the craft room. The door is only halfway closed. The kitten is not feeling well. He really played hard the last couple of days, and I should have seen the writing on the wall. My reading is that a kitten can be like a child where they just kind of get all crazy, bonkers crazy, and it might be because they're sick that they just go into this overdrive mode. And so now Hub and I both woke up. It was quite cold this morning, and we both woke up stuffed, kind of stuffy in the head. And so it could be that, except this little guy expended too much energy and he stayed up way too late last night. So today we are keeping him under lock and key, and he is sleeping, and we're going to hopefully get him past his sniffle that he has today, which was mostly gone 2 days ago. All right, so we're going to do that pink to purple blend. It's going to be 5 pencils. It's funny to show you the full blend because 3 of these pencils do not have dipped ends. There's nothing designating the color except the tip, and this is reversed, and that is just by looking at the name. So this is the part about these pencils, as glorious as they are and wonderful to work with. They really do. I think they would frustrate somebody just starting out. So this is not going to be your first set. You're going to enjoy these as you get more into the details of coloring and enjoy the challenges of the colors, because there are a lot of colors and they're very vibrant. All right, so let's get to coloring, because I think I only have 45 minutes left on the memory because I used it all up today for a card kit. So we're going to do SL14 Pretty Pink, DG155 Crimson Stone, BW8 Amethyst, CB118 Grape, and CB80 Space. And I'm going to start with Space, which is the darkest color. This particular image should be really quick because it's just the same floral elements 6 times. So I am hoping we can wrap this row up pretty quickly, and then tomorrow, it has been a really busy week for me, so I'm hoping tomorrow can be kind of a down day. And I still have my, I don't know what I did to my calf. I don't know how, like a pulled muscle, I know what it feels like when you get a muscle cramp. But I think I did more than just a cramp. It was in the middle of the routine, and I think it was definitely more of a sprain feeling thing that happened, and my shin, which was the front of the leg, got swollen. It did not have any purple and blue. It was just very swollen and sore, so sore. So that's starting to dissipate, but now I noticed my ankle is purple and blue, so it whatever I did went down to my ankle. So it would be nice if I could spend more time off of my leg tomorrow, and not sitting. So I've been sitting, but that of course just Oh, we have a lot of wind out there that just picked up. Interesting. So, actually that wasn't wind, that was Hub closing the blast doors behind me. So he must be going to do some cooking or something. All right, so this is the color Space, which is not quite that indigo blue color. It is a nice deep purple. So we'll see if I want to dig through my colors and look for an indigo. I might pause and do that because I think I would like to be more consistent on these 3 or 4 rows of images and have them have that deep indigo look. So I am pausing now. I'll be right back in a sec. All right, I am back. I grabbed, oop, that's not it. Right here. BW59 Zephyr Blue. And I could take Cosmo, one of the 2 of these, Grape or Cosmo, I could remove. Probably Space. I could probably remove Space. There we go. I want that indigo blue look. So anyhow, between my monthly video and then our annual meeting, of which I am the secretary for our condo, and then of course there was this dinner thing, and yeah. So yesterday ended up being a very long day. But that is a once a year thing, and it just happened to coincide with me having my sprained calf muscle, the fresh new kitten. So tomorrow is probably going to be a bit of a day of rest where I get to put my feet up. All right, get some blue going here. My mom, knowing that my leg has been a problem. I still exercise. I just am going very slow on it each morning in our class we go to. And I showed her my purple and blue ankle. And so she came, took pity on me. Normally I go to her place to have coffee, and I usually walk there because it's only 10 doors down. And she came and visited me and checked in on her grandson, little Lucky. I told her little Lucky was way too full of himself last night, so he is grounded and needs to chill. So hopefully he won't make that difficult. All right, so we decided I'm on Grape now, and that Cosmo I will not use on the other image that we do. So I'm working on Grape, which is a purple. Right? Didn't need a lot of that because I already had some on there. The next lighter one is Amethyst. I am setting Space far away. So Amethyst, I would show you the color, but all I have to show you is the tip. I will tell you that I really am grateful. Here's my swatches. I went ahead and have these numbers. I will say these numbers are on my coffee shop. They are a free download. They do line up with this style of swatch sheet. They are in the color family order of my reference color family order that I found, which I cannot remember who at this point, which person. I like to find a color family order if at all possible. I am a very slow, methodical, analytical person, and I can overanalyze everything to death. I would rather just see a list, like the list, and use it. And that's what I did in this case. So you can get these numbers, and I used them so you can see here. Here's the row above. On my swatch or my sample sheet on the copy paper, I have my color rainbow here at the top of these flowers, and I could just do the color match, which was really nice. So here's this indigo BW59. It's a little bit on the Prussian blue side, but I thought that this MN123 was just too purple. I really wanted to get that indigo blue tone. So that's what I went with, was the BW59. But I just wanted to share that with you. Without having that swatch, it would have made the choosing of these colors so time consuming, because I would have to be putting every single color down. Since I don't have, this does not have a dipped end for me to refer to. I'm not doing a very good job of working efficiently by sharing all this extraneous stuff, coloring things. But the Black Widows are tricksy, so if you're struggling at all with them, I'm trying to give you any of the tricks that I have. The biggest one is have a very good swatch system that you trust. Keep it handy and use it. The other thing I do, that a couple of these on the greens, I will show you. If I really need to see the color and my pencils, there's too many of them that are the same color of black, I actually will wrap a piece of swatched copy paper around the barrel and make my own dipped end, and that has also worked well for me. I like when I can see all these different colors in the flowers by layering up 4 or 5 colors all in one very small space. I kind of like that look. It gives it depth. Our last color, that was the second to lightest, and our lightest color is Pretty Pink, SL014. Yeah, see, once you get past the color selection and organization aspect of these pencils, the using of them is really fantastic. They are lovely. So like I've said each day, I don't typically color in the entire image. I will use the white of the paper as my highlight, but my very first image was this butterfly, and I got all exuberant and I colored the whole thing in and left no white. So what that means is it'll be one of my very few pages that every image is colored in without leaving any highlight. Now I might decide to come back in with like a Posca or something, which is different than what I would normally do. I like to use the paper as my white. So because that's how I started, I am just continuing on for the whole page. It's kind of a fun challenge to myself to be consistent. Such a pretty color combination, the pink to violet to purple, then to indigo. All right, moving to the greens, I told you I would show you what my other trick is. So 3 of these, oh, and the 4th one isn't done. Okay, so we're gonna do this. You can look at the tips of these 4 greens and very decidedly see which one is light, medium, medium, dark, and dark. To help with my camping page in Romantic Country, I created these pieces of paper with copy paper, colored them, and then wrapped them with, this is shipping tape, so that they'll stay on for a while. And I should go ahead and do Fang Green to be consistent. In fact, I should go through all of my non-dipped ends and do that, because that was a lifesaver for me. So our 4 colors are Lime Fruits SC29, Grub Green SC93, Black Widow Toxic Green BW104. Another inconsistency from lot to lot, or from edition to edition, or set to set. The creator changed the order of the wording. Toxic Green BW104, Fang Green BW09. Gonna start with the darkest, and we're gonna just crank this out. So yes, it's going to be 36 degrees. I do have from 2023, the day after my birthday of 2023, which was December 23rd, it showed 29 degrees. So though we're miserable and cold here, this is not the cold, it might be the coldest day of this year. It's not as cold as it got last year, but I do remember last year being unusually cold, because my first winter here was warm, and people all swore last year that it was the coldest they had experienced down here in many years. So now this is our second year of being cold. It does still warm up to like the 60s in the afternoon, but when I'm doing my exercise class at 9 in the morning, people are bundled up, and we're going to exercise in a golf cart. My mom picks me up along the way, which is fun. Usually I always ride a bike, but when it's this cold, I'm not riding a bike. And Hub, he works on the trail. He's a kind of the trail, designated trail keeper, and he has not been working in this cold weather. He does not like. We moved here because neither of us do well in cold weather. So he is being good, staying inside, avoiding the things that happen to him when he's out in the cold. So I am grateful. I could use his cart. Our cart is a glorified work truck, the trail truck. He made a little truck bed where the back seat, we were given this golf cart. It did not run, and he got it running, and he upgraded the back seat so it's a conceit for people. Then he has taken that back seat and made his own frame for a truck bed to carry all of his provisions and supplies for the work that he does. And of course he had to paint it all black so that it's kind of like all the same color. And I could use it because he's not going to be ever out in the cold. This is literally why we moved here, was to be in the warm weather. All right. I don't know what those little things are. They look like popcorn to me. I could use yellow on it, I suppose. I'm still holding off on background or no background. Hope that's staying focused as my knuckle gets in the way. I haven't told you this, but I am coloring upside down because of the clipboard, I am still not able to climb into the zero grav chair comfortably. So I'm sitting up. Lucky is parked out on my recliner, which is my other comfy place to color. But I wanted him to be warm. It's cold out here in the craft room, and he needs to stay warm. So I have him all bundled up. It's just so funny. He has no problem being pampered and babied and cuddled up in a blanket, and he will fall asleep in the blanket for hours. It's just very... He, like I said, he was playing too hard last night for too late. I think he was playing... I played with him on the bed till 1:30, and then lights were out for me. But what I didn't know is that he went out and Hub played with him, and he never calmed down. He kind of got more and more overly playful as the night went on, and totally like a child thing. Kind of out of control, crazy boy. So today he has been quiet. My mom starts to play with him, and I said, oh, he's on restriction. No playing today. He needs to just chill. All right, that is absolutely beautiful. We will just move right along. I like that little tendrily thing along the bottom too. These blend really easily. We have our little popcorns. Okay, moving on to the next one, since I've been distracted with things. Now, this is the side that has the curve of the thick spine. I'm doing my best. I have over on this side, I have a clip, and then on this side over here, I have this giant rubber band that comes with these clipboards. So I have the greens in my hand, so that's what I'm going to use. Yep, so I am coloring upside down. Just because of the way the clipboard needed to be, for everything to be as flat as possible. Oh, I was looking up and got a little distracted. Let's see if I have an eraser nearby. Eraser. We need... I have an eraser right here. And just softening the edges of the dark. All right. Next color. We're on to Toxic Green. I'll come back to these 3 little leaves with the dark. I missed them. Moving on, we're on to grub green. And I am going to have the edges be a light green on this one, on all 4 of these. We'll leave the tips for the lightest tone. We have slid a little bit. I'm feeling the need to work on a poll for the next winter page that I'm going to do, which is the second winter page in Magical Worlds. And we've got to pick a pencil set. So I've also started a whip on Teresa Goodridge, the smaller snowman. It's like a wreath hanging on the door. And I had my friend Dawn over, and she picked the pencils, and I did the mock-up, and we chatted and had a great evening coloring together. And so I'm going to video that like I did for my birthday. I feel like I've mentioned this, so I might have mentioned that part, that I was working on a whip, but I don't think I mentioned that I want to do a poll to get going on Magical Worlds, the second image. And then I have a polar bear, my big challenge. It'll be February, where I do my first Kirby Rosanna's image. Kind of excited about that. In fact, Dawn loaned me her clipboard because it's longer than my clipboards, so I can experiment with trying to keep the oversized page books, the full-size books, flat and more under control, so I do not have to hold them. It's very awkward for me. Okay, I have to do dark. Back to the dark. Fang green. Because I forgot to put the dark here. And I can go back and add some more. Kind of doing some directional scrumbling, I would say. Very pretty. Done with the green. Grabbing, I have yellow. Let me grab the yellow. Yellow is mellow yellow. See, and I should be doing this because you guys are going to look at it that way. So I only have those 2 bits, but I do have these. I think I want to have those be pink, probably pink to purple. So that was it. Then I have the Zephyr Blue because we want that indigo, the darkest, the shadowy color. When I do this darkest color, I actually don't scrumble so much with the petals. I tend to go on in straight lines because that's how the veining would be in real life. Okay, and I'm thinking I want just these buds to be super dark. The bottoms are dark. All right, next color is grape. There it is, grape. Doing more lines than ovals. I'm concentrating, I can tell. I'm all quiet. It feels very weird to not have, I have noticed in my blog folder on the computer, I don't do the weekly review stats and that kind of thing because I'm doing it monthly. And it feels like a lifetime ago since I did an update. And I still, this month seems to have been very long. All right, moving on. I am now on to Amethyst BW08. It's getting very violet-y. On the little buds, I'm going to skip this color. I do want a tiny bit of pink. And that's a little bit of extra green there, but that's okay. We're on to, oh, we've got Crimson Stone, DG155. This is the hot pink color. And pretty much the hot pink, is that what it is? Pretty pink. It will be used for burnishing, and just what little bit of the paper I leave will have to be filled in. And I am going to save the ends of those little buds. All right, we are ready for this is going in ovals, and I'm just going medium to hard pressure to get it all burnished. Fill in the tooth. And some of these, there's a little bit of tooth left. Okay. So again, heavy pressure here. I want to fill it all in one go. And if it were me and I had not already filled that darn butterfly in all the way, I would be leaving some white here. But just to be a little different, I am going to make it all solid color. Whew! And there we have it. Beautiful, lovely pencils, lovely colors. I will save the overall what the whole page looks like until we are done. So that is it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Do all of the YouTube things like share, comment, consider subscribing. I am working on a membership plan that will give you access to each of these pages. I will be creating what I'm calling it a stream, where we will stream all of the episodes. And the only thing I've been doing is removing the conclusion where I thank you every time for coming and talk about, you know, some of the other projects I'm working on. I do leave the intro for each episode because sometimes there's little nuggets of information. So that is going to be coming, and I hope it will be ready by the 1st of February. If not, it will be ready sometime in February. So thank you all again, and I hope to see you tomorrow where we will finish up the final row on this lovely page. Oh, and it will be our text. See you there.